Hi everybody, this is Elizabeth Suarez, your negotiation expert who helps professionals get more money, recognition, and opportunity. I am joined today by Lisandra Matos, the founder and owner of the Matos Law Firm, a law firm that provides legal services to Latinos who are part of an accident. Lisandra, welcome.
Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for having me here.
Perfect. Thank you for joining us. Lisandra is here because we are going to talk about the topic of networking. And Lisandra is a perfect example of how networking has really helped her establish this law firm and grow it. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me start by admitting that networking could be something that is overwhelming and takes a lot of time. And many people will roll their eyes and say, I don't know if I want to continue networking. However, after today's conversation, you're going to realize the importance of networking. Why? Because with networking, you also can get some new leads, maybe future clients, opportunities, and heck, you can meet new people like how I have met Lisandra via networking. So Lisandra, let's go ahead and start. Tell us, share with us, how has networking played an important role with you at your law firm here?
Well, networking has been everything for me. When I started this business 3 years ago, I knew nobody in Colorado. I came from Texas. I went to school in Texas.
Wow.
So literally I started from zero.
Okay.
No clients, no connections, and just the desire to start a business.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I can tell you, as a professional, and I have been in Denver for a while, networking has also helped me, but I would tell you that as an introvert, I am that person that rolls her eyes when somebody says, come with me, let's go to this networking event. So I'm gonna have 2 tips for everybody about networking. Tip number 1, if you're going to an event and you know more than half of the people in that event, that is truly not networking. That's sort of like party. And you know what, invite me, I would love to go to that. Number 2, networking takes strategy and actually takes segmentation. So in order to be more efficient in networking, you need to look at networking like a way that you segment your efforts into 3 groups. Group number 1, which is the strategic networking group, and that's the group that are the trendsetters in your industry. Group number 2 is the operational networking people. These are the people that are currently doing your work. They may be also law firm owners, and they are really good at what they do. And group number 3 is the developmental networking group. And those are the people that are actually going to help you figure out your goal, how to reach your goal 3 to 5 years out. So with that, have you networked in a segmented way like how I shared here?
Well, I wish I had known about this 3 years ago.
Okay.
I had to teach myself because I didn't know you then. And I remember that I used to go to a networking event every single evening.
Oh my God.
And I was exhausted. I was getting no results. I was not building relationships, probably because I was so exhausted and I didn't want to be there. So if I hadn't done that from the beginning, I feel like my business would have grown a lot faster. Eventually, somehow, I started to be more strategic about it. And I believe I was trying to segment it without knowing what I was doing. Many people that I end up networking with are Latina business owners. So they fall under your operational category. And I feel like that's made the difference to focus on certain types of people that in the end help me, and I enjoy networking with them more.
So I'm glad to hear that you have networked in a segmented way. So what have you done there that has made it worthwhile?
Well, when I walk into a networking event, I'm not thinking, what can this person do for me? It's not like I say, hi, Elizabeth, my name is Lisandra. What can you do for me?
Yes.
Send me a client.
Yes.
because that does not work.
Okay.
So when I walk into a networking event, I always focus on the other people that I'm meeting.
Okay.
What can I do for them? How can I add value to their lives? Is it listening to them? Is it connecting them with somebody else?
Yes.
But whatever I do, I never ask for anything the first time I meet them.
And I attest to that because the first time I met her, you know what she did for me? She gave me a drawing from Cuba. So that is interesting that was a gift for me. So I appreciate that. So I have one more question for you, Lisandra. What would you want our audience to know about, they should consider about networking, take into account about networking? What would be the last thing that they need to take into account?
I would say be patient. Because just because you go to one networking event today doesn't mean that you're going to get your dream job.
Oh, I'm not? Oh, okay.
Because you have to do it more than once.
I know.
And every time you meet someone, it's like you're planting a seed. You're not going to have a tree the same day. You have to keep working on it. That would be my number one advice.
I think that is great advice. So with that advice, it is time for us to say goodbye. But however, I would like to continue this conversation. So comment below and share with us a networking experience you currently had or recently had, and how did it go with you? And once again, this is Elizabeth Suarez, your negotiation expert who helps you get more money, recognition, and opportunities. Thank you for joining us, and I will see you next time.